Alright, filling in for April, you have Leanna and myself, Paul. We're going to go ahead and take you around and show you the different artwork that's here in the stairwells and board the ship. So stay tuned and follow along.
And it looks like there's about maybe 3 paintings per floor, because you have like 2 near the elevators and then 1 on the main
Well, I know we're on deck 14 and this is just the aft.
Yeah, but I'm saying like 3 per deck.
Makes sense.
Maybe. I'll find out.
Alright. In deck 14, you have the sharks from Finding Nemo. You got Bruce and Dory and Marlin. Then on the same floor, you also have a surprise for me, is Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. Heading down the stairwell, you have the Evil Queen from Snow White. So as we're on our 4th day, the first thing that we just noticed is the villain side. So you see all the villains from the movies, like Prince Hans. Over here you have Mayor Merryweather from Zootopia. And coming down the stairwell you have Jafar from Aladdin.
And Iago.
And Iago, the most evil sidekick. Here you have the painting from Pinocchio. More Pinocchio artwork on the same floor. Alright, and in between the levels you have Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Oh, and Yzma. More Kronk than Yzma though. Alright, we've made it all the way down to deck 11. And this floor has Dr. Facilier. Over here on this side of the hallway you have Gaston. So in the stairwell in between deck 11 and 10 you have Ursula from A Little Mermaid. I like these bigger paintings more so than the little ones. You have evil Emperor Zurg. And then you also have Randall from Monsters Incorporated. So here in between deck 10 and 9 we have the evil Queen of Hearts. So on deck 9 you only have this one piece of artwork, and it is Mother Gothel from Tingle. Now I feel like this one changes. Yeah, it looks like more of a screen than a piece of art.
I think it's part of the Haunted Mansion that you can go around and check your progress.
Makes sense. So here on deck, between deck 9 and 8, you have some Star Wars paintings. So I'm assuming this is all because of Darth Vader for being the... So I've been informed this is Bowler Hat Guy from Meet the Robinsons. So here you have an incredible, it looks like another interactive screen for artwork. So from Cinderella you have the evil stepsisters and stepmother. A closer look at those. And here you have Hopper from It's a Bug's Life. I'm sure that's a soft spot for some of the Disney Park fans, but they get a painting out of it.
So on the right is going to be Ka, and then on the left is going to be Shere Khan.
From A Jungle Book. That one I knew. So as we head down, this is between decks 7 and 6. You got Maleficent.
And Diablo.
If you say so.
And this is Merryman from Sword in the Stone. Oh no, Black Cauldron. It's from Black Cauldron.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Deck 6 though.
Yes. Where's that under?
I'm not quite sure what this is from, but it's also on deck 6. You have to let us know in the comments below. So we're about halfway through and here between deck 6 and 5 you have all of the villains from the Avenger movies. You got Loki, you got Thanos.
From Age of Ultron.
So deck 5, you have Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not really sure what makes them evil. I'm sure they did something to end up in jail. But
the puppy is good.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't look like the dog from the ride.
I think this is more so concept art, though.
Maybe. Here you have a painting from Robin Hood. Alright, so we've made it down to in between deck 5 and 4. You have the paintings from Captain Hook. Tic Tac Croc in there, Smee. And I see Tinkerbell in there too. Does that make her evil?
No, it's just concept art with Smee and Hook when they capture her.
Alright, we'll let it slide this time. Alright, so we're here on deck 4, and in the hallways right here, there's not really any artwork, but you do have the Neverland Cinema, which has some cool murals from Peter Pan. So on this side, you have Alice in Wonderland. So I'm not sure why, but between deck 4 and 3, we have Hades and all of his minions.
Pain and Panic.
Yeah.
And then we have the
Hydra.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, I actually really like this painting. So now we're on deck 3, and you have some Cruella artwork. I've noticed on these main floors that the last 2 that we've done, these are the main floors of the ship, and they put a little less artwork in the stairways here so far. So between deck 2 and 3, here we have Scar and the hyenas. So didn't see any artwork on deck 2, but in between 2 and 1, we have some artwork here from Moana. You have Tafiti that actually didn't end up being evil after all. The Kakamoras who didn't end up being evil after all. And Tamatoa, who's looking very shiny. So, yeah. And we'll have to probably bring April back to this one if we can pull her away from things. But on deck 1 forward, we have Heffalump and Woozles. You see a little bit of Pooh in there. They're trying to steal his honey, but you know, you got a little Tigger Heffalump. Inside of Cove Cafe, you have Moana. Deck 12 in the aft, and we are near the Rose, so it makes sense to have the Rose. So inside the Rose, you have some more, obviously, Beauty and the Beast artwork. Last but not least, you have Belle. So just before you enter the Rose, they have a sunflower. No, it's a golden rose.
And they're different on every cruise ship.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we still have time. There's still some petals on there. So we're still on deck 12, and near the Hero Zone, you have Nick riding a snowmobile to go get some more popsicles. So right next to Vibe, you have Baymax. Not a fan of this style artwork, but I know some of you guys might be, so I wanted to show you everything that we could. So not sure if you guys will classify this as artwork, but you have The Incredibles mural, and it's kind of 3D. It has everything kind of popping out. All of them are represented, including Jack, Frozone, Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, even Edna a la mode. No, not a la mode, just Edna? Okay, Edna mode. That was close. So as you enter Marceline Market, based on Walt's hometown, you have all these different concepts. You can pause and take a look here if you'd like to see a little bit more.
And they're all cooking with characters.
Oh, that makes sense too. Well, Walt shaking Mickey's hand right over here, that's not cooking.
He's cooking with art. He's cooking.
Oh, he's cooking, I guess. Got the Mad Hatter serving up some tea. Geppetto, Pinocchio, and what's the cat's name? Figaro. There is a lot of Rapunzel type stuff in Marceline Market. I'm not going to cover it all in this one, but you could definitely take a look in some of the vlogs. They'll be in there. And you have Judy Hopps, additional carrots, and there's a hidden Mickey. So heading down from 11 to 10 in this aft stairwell, you have a living art wall. That's not really living, it's artificial, but still pretty cool. You got the Marceline Market. So here we are in deck 10 of the aft, and you have some digital art concept of Inside Out.
It's the imagination tree.
I almost thought it was Mine Train Carrying Jewels, but I can see the orbs now. And right across from it, you have concept art from Monsters Inc. And a weird looking sunlight. And future door concept of the Monsters Inc. roller coaster. Maybe. It could be. Between deck 10 and 9, you have some Incredibles artwork over here on this hero staircase that we've been going to be exploring now. So like I mentioned, the other side was your villains. This is all going to be heroes. So you have Edna again, Jack, Frozone, all the Incredibles family. Deck 9, you have some Mulan artwork. On the opposite side of Mulan, you have some Brave. Heading down from deck 9 to deck 8, you have Rapunzel and all the Tangle artwork. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to share a little secret with you at the end. Here we are in deck 8. Going down this stairwell, you have some Tiana artwork. And on this side of deck 8, you have Raya. Raya? I say Raya. She says Raya. Either way, that's the theme of our room because we are also on deck 8. Heading down from deck 8 to deck 7, you have some of the heroes of Star Wars. I have to roll back the video and see if this was the same level that the other Star Wars was on this same floor, just the other end. But we'll have to take a look. Leanna says it is, so it must be.
Because we're on deck 8, and that was below our deck.
So you have all the heroes from Star Wars on this side. Deck 7, we have some Pocahontas artwork. So heading down from 7 to 6, we have Toy Story.
I like these.
So on deck 6, here we have some Quasimodo ringing that bell, as you should do as you're watching this video, so you can subscribe. Don't forget to like the video while you're there.
Hi everybody, I hope that you're having a great holiday. I just want to thank Leanna and Paul for doing this video. Hope you guys are enjoying all of these vlogs that we put out for the Disney Destiny. What is in your destiny, heroes or villains? This was a brand new cruise ship and we were on the maiden voyage to bring you all of the newest content for the Disney Cruise Line. We'll continue on with the video, but I just want to say thank you for watching and also for them making this video while I was on the live stream. Be sure to check out our playlist of everything that is included for this cruise series and those live streams that we did for you.
Heading down from 6 to 5, you have some Lion King art. I like the bigger paintings more so than the little ones. I know you get a little bit more variety, but I like the bigger.
I think the smaller ones are like concept art, and the bigger ones are going to be like final drafts and actual paintings.
Maybe. Just a personal preference. So here on deck 5, you have some art from Up. You can see a little Kevin and Doug and Russell. So deck 5 by Mickey's Mainsail, you have this artwork that represents all the ships that are currently out. You have the happy and shiny side, and then just off to the left you have the villain side. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Descendants.
Yeah.
You got Pride Rock over here in the corner. You kind of see the Sanctum in the background. Kind of represents everything that's on the ship. A little bit of everybody. Staying here on deck 5, we have this Mickey and Minnie. You got some Rapunzel lights in the background. And over here you have the second star to the right. And the little details that maybe you would only notice. Disney Destiny Life Preserver. Kind of like this photo too.
Yeah, it's cute.
Staying along with deck 5, you have some Merida and Brave family tapestry stuff going on over here. Well, sort of family tapestry. Next to Cafe Merida, you have some tapestry of Merida from Brave. Staying on this same deck, right next to around the corner from Merida's Cafe, is the painting. So now we're finally heading down to deck 4, and you have some Hercules and Pegasus. You got Zeus over there with Aphrodite. No Meg, but nice painting. So here on deck 4, you got some more bug life representation. Flick, Ada,
And Dot.
and Dot. Some more Bugs Life for those who missed the show from Animal Kingdom. Right across from that, you got some more artwork. You the Great Mouse Detective, Rescuers Down Under. You have to let us know in the comments below. So if you were heading into the World of Marvel dining, you have, of course, Marvel artwork with all these heroes represented from, looks like Avengers Endgame. Got the Hulkbuster and everyone there. So over here, different type of artwork, more of a sculpture type setup of all these heroes from the world of Marvel. And if you came in the other side into World of Marvel, this is on the right side if you were entering. The only Marvel movie that April has really paid attention to and watched, you got Guardians of the Galaxy. You guys should make fun of her for that. So just outside the Tangle shop, we have this artwork. So I'm not sure if you guys can see this at home, but these are more of a 3D layered type of artwork. I'm not sure what it's made of, but it is not just your typical painting. So heading down from 4 to 3, in this staircase you have Wakanda from Black Panther. So here on deck 3 at A Bouncin Journey, we'd like to bring you everything. Not quite sure what this is, but it's a painting, and this is a painting vlog, so there you go. So right off the Grand Hall, in between the Walt and Roy Disney dining, you have this artwork on the floor with the compasses and the Mickeys, and then you got this motion artwork. And on the right side of this hallway, you have some Fantasia. So as we're near the end of this tour, we have some Robin Hood artwork between deck 3 and 2. Heading down from 2 to 1, you have some Finding Nemo artwork. Everyone's there. Even Nemo, they found him. All by himself on deck 1, you have Bolt. Kind of some extra paintings that we find as we're just walking around. This is the Cruella painting right outside of DeVille's on the main atrium. Alright, so I lost Leanna throughout this version, but I know it's a little bit long. I appreciate everybody staying through, and I'm not your normal person that's seen in the vlogs, that would be April, but she does have a bunch of vlogs. We just wanted to do this, and she's holding us a spot right now, and she did the live stream earlier. So if you did like this vlog, make sure you give it a like below, and stay tuned for all the vlogs that we've covered on this ship, and bounce along to our next adventure. Ta-ta for now. So some extra bonus work still as we're heading towards the secret that I had mentioned earlier in the vlog that I was going to share with everyone. Alright, for everyone that stayed till the end of the video, I appreciate that, given that this is not April from A Bouncin Journey, it is Mr. Deadpool, the significant other of April. So these are some of the artworks, and in true business style, they do offer an opportunity, if you'd like, where you can purchase said art, and they do have some different options here I'm going to show. So here, just to give you an idea, you have your different options that we saw throughout the cruise ship, but we could do Disney Destiny, and if we wanted to take a look at, let's say, the complete Disney collection, and we wanted to buy this fleet picture, which I thought was pretty cool, choose your media, which we did. We're going to choose a paper size. Let's say we went just medium, and we don't need a frame. And for a 22 by 28 inch paper, it's going to be $89. So the image size is officially 11.5 by 21.5 inches. So that's for the paper version. You can do a canvas, and let's say we did a large, we choose no frame. So a canvas on this one is $219, which is a 21 by 40 inch. So if you do like some of this artwork, you are able to go ahead and purchase it while on the ship. Typically delivery, it says, is 2 to 3 weeks, which we've done this with some of the photo books, and we get them in a little bit. It does say here that canvas prints do not need to be framed in order to hang on the wall. They are ready and stretched 1.5 inches deep on wooden bars.
That's awesome. Haunted Mansion, that's so cool. I know the distance.